Welcome to Necof Podcast. You know, we're all about the most fascinating stories from around the world.
Tales that'll just grab you and incredible journeys that you'll never forget.
The ones that leave you feeling inspired and just completely amazed.
Exactly. Ready to dive in.
Let's do it. Today we're taking a deep dive into a resource that's helping immigrants build new lives.
Specifically in England.
It's called Vivre en Angleterre, Vos droits et devoirs, part of Necof Radio.
And it's designed to be the super practical guide.
Broken down into 3 key parts.
It goes way beyond just presenting the facts.
Oh, yeah.
It gives listeners the tools to actually navigate this whole new world.
Exactly. So let's jump into the first part.
Right.
It's all about workers' rights.
Okay.
Now, I gotta admit, when I first saw this, I thought, this is important stuff, but maybe a little dry.
Yeah, I thought.
But I was so wrong.
Really?
It actually uncovers some rights that lots of people don't even know about.
Even people born in England.
Yeah. For example, did you know that even as a newcomer, you can request flexible working hours?
Absolutely. And it's not just knowing you can ask.
Right.
It's understanding the laws behind it. It gives people the power to stand up for themselves and make sure they're treated fairly.
So crucial, especially when you're new to a place.
Definitely.
You might not feel as confident navigating everything.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we've talked about finding your footing in the workplace.
Right.
Now on to the second part, accessing public services.
Okay.
Healthcare, education, housing
Big stuff.
can be a real maze, even for someone who's lived in England their whole life.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
And for someone new to the country, maybe facing language barriers, not familiar with the systems,
Right.
it can feel impossible.
I can only imagine.
This section does a great job breaking down these essential services,
So important.
making them feel within reach.
Okay.
It even tackles specific issues,
Right.
like how to deal with the healthcare system if you don't speak English fluently.
Wow. I hadn't even thought about those hurdles.
Yeah,
Really shows how vital a resource like this can be.
for sure.
But it's not all just practical info.
Right.
The third part focuses on the human side of immigration
Oh, yeah.
through personal stories from immigrants themselves.
Powerful stuff.
I'm really intrigued by this part.
Me too. I think this is where the resource truly shines.
Really?
Hearing from those who've actually lived it gives you insights and a connection you just can't get from facts and figures.
I bet. Any stories that particularly resonated with you?
One that really stuck with me was about a woman who came to England without speaking any English.
Wow.
She felt completely lost.
I can't even imagine.
But then she found this local community center. They
Right.
offered language classes and support groups.
Right.
It totally changed her experience.
That is so powerful.
It is.
Really emphasizes the importance of community. Finding those connections that make you feel seen and supported. And it all ties back to the bigger purpose of Necof Radio, wouldn't you say?
Couldn't agree more. It's all about giving a voice to those who might not be heard.
Right.
And empowering people.
Giving them the knowledge and connections to really thrive.
Exactly.
Wow, this has been eye-opening.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into Vivre en Angleterre, Vos droits et devoirs.
My pleasure.
It's a fantastic resource.
Definitely.
It shows how information can truly change lives.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Feeling lost and overwhelmed doesn't have to be the defining experience of starting over.
Nope.
There's support out there.
Always.
Thank you for listening to Necof Podcast.
See you next time.
The stories continue on Necof Radio.
We'll be here.
Join us again for more. Take care and see you soon.
Bye for now.